better than yesterday's. We might have to use it. All right. So, Trevor, just to get you started, we wanted to update the broadcast message system because, as you know, you've used it several times. You've seen the quality. So I'm going to share my screen with you as well. Please let me know when you can see my screen. It's the green one.
All good.
All right, just to make sure I'm not. All right, so firstly, when we look at the old broadcast message, let me know when you can see these two. On the right-hand side, I've got Phil Eyre, who sent out this message in June. As you can probably tell, the writing's small. It was fairly illegible on a phone unless you had a really big screen. The other change is, of course, you had the photo, but then under the photo, you had the reply button, which for many people, as you know, we're all so distracted these days, it's harder to find that and respond. So the broadcast message system now has been updated with better font. So the font is much clearer on a mobile, which is where most people look at their broadcast messages or any emails for that matter. The heading's a little bit bigger as well. Notice the button now is above the photo. So if they read this and they never even scroll down to see the photo, they've got your contact us right here. And they click on it, it'll take you, if you don't put a link in, it'll take you to their your contact us page. So we really felt that this was in dire need of being updated. We really, as you know, we push the broadcast messages because to send out a message to your people about a fitting day, about a success story, about your ladies club championship, for example, or juveniles, like you just had the juveniles, if you wanted to shout out about them. These are always great messages. They are emails and they go to the people's email boxes. So people then have a chance to open them and read them in their own time. And then, of course, simply put, we just felt it was time to update the broadcast message. So if I go to the emails that we've been sending out this week, let me know when you can see it. Okay. This is the new look and feel. I'm going to show you how to change out your header. I'm also going to show you how to change out your head and shoulders at the bottom, where you and your golf staff can change the name and where you can put your social media setting connections at the bottom of the broadcast message. So you would go to your dashboard. You know how to get here. Right, I'm going to do, because of the order, I'm just going to go from here to click on your my website and it will open this page. This is where you're going to choose your social settings. So if you've got any social settings, Facebook, Twitter, you click on that button to manage them, you add your URL, and then you click save at the bottom. I'll just quickly open it. If it takes too long, we'll move on. Okay, so you add your Facebook URL, and then you click save at the bottom of the page. Okay. The next part, which is probably the most important right now, is you click on my profile on the left-hand side, and it opens up the basic information. Now, yours currently would be Trevor Goplin and have your photo here, I believe, or the Derek Club's photo logo here. So if you had wanted us to get Adam and the team on here, we can set up different profiles for them. And when they come in here, all they need to do is change the name, their name. So Adam could put his name in here as well, in his profile. What that would do, I'm just going to go back to my broadcast message. What that would do is it would change from whom it comes at the top here. Changes there, and of course, at the bottom here. So in your case, it'll be Trevor Goplin. You now want to update your broadcast header. Now, what you do, you click on this space, you have your header available. I don't have yours specifically, But let's say you're going to, I'm just trying to think, sorry, gone blank on the Derek's logo. Is it a smaller logo like this, or is it a longer logo?
Yeah, it'd be more like the one you were just on. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Like
just going to,
yeah, it doesn't, it's all good.
okay. So I'm going to choose that because actually it's a really good one. You'll see that when it pops up, it's little. You click save and the message will come up saying it's been successfully updated. Then you're going to go and you're going to click your profile picture and do the same thing there. You're going to click your header. I'm going to give you Ryan for now. You click save. And there, it'll tell you that it's been successfully updated. What that little header right there looks like will pop up in this message. It will be the top of your broadcast message system. Okay, with your updated image at the bottom. Are there any questions there on that page?
I just noticed like that said test on it. And I could be wrong, but I think under the old one, like you couldn't sort of preview.
Correct.
You couldn't preview your message beforehand. Like I always, that's another, it was one thing that kind of made me a little nervous each time. I kind of wanted to see what the member would see before I post it. Like, and exactly. I mean in its entirety, like exactly what it would look like.
So now we've got the magic thing here. And I told one of my clients about it yesterday. If you bear with me, I'm going to show you in groups how you can do it. Yes.
Before you get that, can you just go to one of the new ones and I can just quickly give you an example. So basically, we've structured it in a way that, or we've built it in a way that what will happen is it will be the same every time. So you'll have your header.
Okay.
You'll have your title text. Okay. You'll have the body of your paragraph or your body text. Okay. Your call to action. And then any media you've got. So whether it be a video or whether it be an image, and then the sign off. So the profile picture and who it's from. And then you'll be able to have your sort of the disclaimer, not disclaimer, your contact details and stuff at the end. So that's how it's is set. Obviously, depending on the length of text, will be a little bit more or a little bit less.
All good.
Okay. So Trevor, if you're all good with this page, and as I said, Adam and the golf staff can have their own profiles too. We can set them up and we can get on with that. So now you are thinking to yourself, who do I want to send this message out to? So if you're going to send that to your entire database, you're good to go. There's nothing, you don't need to make any changes. But let's say you want to do your ladies' chip and sip coming up on Thursday, no men allowed because they've refused to play with their spouses. You're going to want to form a group so that you can actually single them out and send them a message. So in this, first of all, you're going to name your group. Sorry, did you see I went to groups on the left-hand side? I'm going to create a group. So I'm going to name this Trevor Test. Okay. And there's two ways I can look for it. Now, unfortunately, you're not on this list of ours, but I am. So I can do one of two things. I can type in my name under the search button. If I can spell it, yes, there it is. And I can then check my little box that I want to be part of this group. I can then, or I can rather just go clicking the next button to find who I wanted in this group. And in this case, say I wanted to find Craig. This is our test site, so we can fiddle around with it as much as we like. Craig is on, I don't know, a numerous number of test groups. Then you're going to click the button that says create a group. It's going to pop up saying success, Trevor Test was created. 3 weeks down the line, you realize that actually you've got many more ladies that actually want to join this group. So now you're going to go into manage group. and you're going to find Trevor's test group or your ladies group. You select it, and then you find the ladies who would like to be on it, and you say you're going to add B. You're going to click on her button. Now, you'll notice there's no save button on this page. Up at the top of this page, a quick brief pop-up will pop up once I click B's square. It says B was added successfully to the group. On this page, if B were to say to me, you know, I don't want to play anymore, I'm too old, I'm leaving the club, whatever the case may be, please remove me from the list. You come in the same place, you then uncheck B's box, and a pop-up will say B has been deleted from Trevor's list. Okay, so that's how you manage your groups once you form them. Now, the reason I brought this one up to Trevor is when you go into your new broadcast message on Monday, because it starts on Monday. When you go in, you can form your own group with you, Adam, the shop staff, maybe even your wife, a test group, so to speak. And then when you're doing your broadcast messages, you can always send out a test first to see how it looks. So this is a great place to form that test group for yourself.
Okay.
All right. So any questions on that page? Good. All right. Now you know who you want to send it to. So you're going to go back to posts. You pretty much know the post section and how to do that. You go to create post. Looking at it, nothing's changed, but the results are very different now. So in your case, we want to do ladies and sip. We want the date and time, how much fun it's going to be. At the bottom here, I'm not sure if you've ever used your links, but this link here would be great if you either had a U schedule or a Golf Genius that they need to register in. You can use this link. If you pop in the button here, button text, you can say book now. And that will then be your call to action here, where when it pops up, it'll say book now. Then adding a photo, same story. If you're going to use Facebook, please keep this use image cropper clicked. As you know, if you choose a photo, that white box is the perfect size and orientation for Facebook postings. Of course, you can toggle it, make sure you're happy with the look and feel, and then you can go ahead and crop it. If you're not posting to Facebook, you can then uncheck that box, click on you upload image, upload the image, and no matter the length or the orientation, it will show here for you. All right. Same thing with adding a video. So you go to your YouTube channel, you find your share button, your share link, and you pop that in. I always preview my link to make sure it shows me the image, and then I save it. Same as I think you've always done, right? You're okay with all of this. Okay. Now, you want to go ahead and post to your ladies chip and sip group. Always check your box for news to keep your news page updated and refreshed. Broadcast message is where you're going to send out the email. And we're going to say, ladies, this is for you. Now, if it's going to the entire database, of course, you just keep your post to all contacts checked. If you're choosing to send it out to your group, I'm going to find Trevor's test. And then, of course, I have the choice to post immediately or schedule that post and send it out. And that, I think, is most of the points I'm supposed to cover. Have you got any questions?
Oh, that's great. It's pretty clear, and I like the new look is good. I like the bigger text, and yeah, I didn't think about sending it to myself like in a group, like create your own group. So that's easy for kind of having a look at what we're sending. But,
That's a new
like
function.
Craig, like you said, Craig, it's a pretty consistent look. So I mean, I think probably after just sending one or seeing the new version, it's probably a bit of a moot point after that.
Yeah, we've tried to keep it as consistent as possible throughout.
Yeah.
So what you'll also know in the next couple of weeks, or you'll get some communication in the next couple of weeks, is the actual newsletter has also been upgraded. So to try and keep everything consistent and better. The other thing is just be aware with email service clients, they display things differently. So they take a piece of code, they look at the code and they go, we think the code should look like this. And we've spent nearly a month to 5 weeks just on testing and stuff. And we've found that the Gmail app, for example, what it does is it actually if you send yourself an email and then send another email that's exactly the same, the second one displays slightly differently, because what it does is it says, all right, you've received this, we see that you've opened and you've engaged with it. We'll remove any coding because of the coding actually is part of the size of the mail. I mean, it's a very small thing, but if you imagine how many emails are going through Gmail servers on a day-to-day basis, it's huge. And it's the same as if you forward an email. So if you've got an email that's been sent via whatever service it is, it actually, a lot of these email clients now remove a lot of the styling, and it's little things. So it's, they might take a font type slightly. So it might be Montserrat, but it might then appear as Helvetica, and it's been an amazing project because we've all learned so much from it. So yeah, it's exciting. There's a lot of new things coming.
Yeah.
And if there's anything from your side where you sit there and go, oh, I wish I could do it this way, or this would be really cool, please pass that feedback on to myself or to Trish. We'll look into it, see if it's feasible, and make those upgrades. So I'm excited for it. It's been a fun project.
Actually, Craig used to be very dark before this. He's now very gray. As are we all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree. Yeah. No, thank you very much. We haven't gotten into where we've divvied up our email lists into groups. Yet we've been pretty much, our messaging has gone to the, entire database, which there might be, obviously some, pointed events or pointed things that are meant for, certain individuals on that list. And it could be, you're right, have a bit more uptake if it was, that was for me, or, the shop took the time to, send something, or the other way, that wasn't meant for me. Why do they keep sending that to me? So I appreciate that's when the snow comes, we have all those email lists. We know where they all belong.
Yeah.
Some messages are meant just for the members at large. But when you're looking at, certain things, I think that's something we need to look at doing a little bit better.
It's funny though, we kind of went back and forth on this, allowing the groups function for many years, because the thought process is the more people who know about something, so even if the women know about the men's member guest coming up, they can chat to their husbands, vice versa, or whatever the case is. But sometimes there are moments where you do want to just keep, or you've got a group of juniors that have joined, and the parents are very particular, and you can then share stuff with the parents of the juniors. There's a lot of things to be able to do with this, with the group.
Yeah, I look at, say, Marcia, has been with me for 15 years. She runs our, the bulk of the ladies programming, and I know, her emails to the Tuesday ladies group. She's got a library of them that it's, she'll change the date on, it's a kind of a cut and paste, kind of thing. And, so it's not like she has to reinvent, a lot of the verbiage, but
Right.
the look, and it would take her all of about 5 minutes to take the 120 ladies off that list and create a group. And now you got a more professional look. And if you did want to, celebrate something or have a picture, or just the functionality of that email, just that look, to me, that's the first thing when you're doing. That's a bit of a brainer. So, same thing with our men's night email list. We have 230 on that, and they get a weekly update from Tyler on the results that week and the format for the following week. And again, you would just have a more professional look. So this isn't creating, this is just,
So,
like you said, just making it better.
sorry, go
Sorry,
ahead,
Trish,
Greg.
can I jump in there? So what's really cool as well is, you talk about those personal relationships. So Marsha's got this relationship with 120 ladies. We can set up an account that it actually comes from her herself, and she can go in and she can then send it to it. Tyler can have a profile, and it's coming from him.
Yeah.
So what we found is a lot of clubs have been skeptical about sending out too much communication, or keep getting communication from the club, where this allows you to almost have communication going out daily or multiple times a day to different people to your different members, and keeping them up to date, but it comes from different people. So what happens is your golfers and your membership sit there and say, oh, really cool that Tyler's looking after me, or really, really stoked that Marsha's taking the time to invite me to her sessions. All of a sudden, I feel a lot more special because I'm getting these personal emails opposed to an email from the club. Now, that email from the club is a good thing, like your weekly newsletter and stuff like that, because it gives the whole overview and stuff to everyone.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Before you run away, Trevor, I just wanted to quickly mention. So another thought on these groups function is when somebody sends out an email, and they've got a blind copy all the people, and sometimes we forget to do that. It can be a bit awkward, because why is so-and-so on the group and they shouldn't be, or whatever the case is. This system allows you not to have to worry about that, because it's automatically, exactly. Yeah. So that's a really good point. And then the second thing is your database. I don't remember when last we updated it, but if you wouldn't mind, can I quickly show you, just refresh you to show you where to go for that, to find it? Let me know when you can see my screen. Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in your contacts.
Yeah.
You can go up here and export your entire list. Please have a look at it. If those people that you want in those different groups aren't on there, please get us all the emails and names, first name and last name if you can. Yeah. And we can then get that loaded for you, because once they're on your main database, then you can pick and choose the groups easily enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All good. Yeah. No, all good. It's perfect. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
I appreciate you hopping on so early.
All good. All good.
What is the time there at the moment?
It's 7:40 in the morning here. It's I mean, the day's almost half over, it's all good.
7:40. I thought you were 3 hours behind me.
No, we're mountain time. We're mountain time here. So still got Pacific is still one more
Gotcha.
over from us. So you probably don't
And
have any
here's
West.
me saying, just about to say to Trish, have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
It's the
late.
end of the
there.
day
I don't know.
here.
Wow.
I see that beach behind you there, Trish. And I'm just like, wow, this is
That's
this is
that's
pretty.
pretty much our day.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, don't rub it in.